And so my recollections of Nirguna as a book distributor was that he just was a bundle of utsaha. And like we would be traveling and we'd stop to get gas, and I'd look around for Nirguna, and he'd be out distributing books at the gas station to different people just standing by. He had such a taste for preaching. But when I calculated, we spent 17 years together doing Sankirtan. He stayed in our home during this last Gorpanim festival and didn't know that he had a health problem. And he didn't know until he went back to America and he had a persistent cough that wouldn't go away. It became clear after consulting with the doctors that he had a very difficult form of cancer to deal with. So we were encouraging him to come here. We had one doctor in Calcutta that he went through 3 chemotherapy sessions, but he just couldn't tolerate it. He just got so sick. And so then we brought him here. He went to the hospital in Calcutta, and he went back and forth from our home to this hospital. And I told him that we'll give everything we can to try and help him heal so that he can go back to the preaching field. But if that isn't successful, if Krishna has another desire, then we'll give you full facility to make the transition to the spiritual world. And it was a natural kind of desire on our part because we'd been through so much together. He'd help me with different things, I'd help him. So he was facing life's most difficult challenge, and it was natural that I would want to help him with that. So both my wife and myself, we dedicated every facility that was under our control for that purpose. And then it became clear that he wasn't going to live through this disease, that he would not put whatever organizational skills I had into trying to create a care facility for him. And it was pretty intense. When I came back from Vrindavan, he just returned from the Krishnanagar hospital, and the care team that we had was quite small, and they were exhausted because of the new level of care. So we had to pretty much organize like we would during the Gorpanim festival to recruit many devotees. Now we have over 20 caregivers that are working around the clock to take care of his physical needs. And then we have devotees coming in like Harisari Prabhu to read for him, and Bhakti Vishwambhav Madhava Swami. And then we have these large kirtans with 50 devotees just to give him everything he needs spiritually and socially to feel supported, in this difficult period. But my sense is this is what every devotee within ISKCON deserves and needs, because that's the whole purpose. We practice bhajan because we know that will be tested at the time of death. And indeed, this is what's going on with Nirguna. Everything that he's learned about Krishna consciousness, he's being tested on right now, and he's doing remarkably well. I think to a large extent that's due to the wonderful care that devotees within this community are giving him. So quite a full team of support. And then we've gotten one generous devotee gave a large donation. A couple of devotees did to help with the care. And then the Bhaktavanta Hospital has donated their human resources to help with this. So it's a kind of a community effort to care for him. But it's something that inevitably we're going to see more and more of, because many of the members of our movement are aging rapidly, and we've seen in the last couple of years many Prabhupada disciples have left their body, and many disciples of Prabhupada disciples are also older, and they'll also be leaving soon. So it's something that, as a movement, I felt that, in the West we kind of hide death, terminal illness. No one wants to see it, no one wants to talk about it. It's just put behind closed doors of hospitals or nursing homes. But here it's right out in the open, and it's very instructive because we here have a senior Vaishnava who's very Krishna conscious going through this, and he's demonstrating, just as Prabhupada demonstrated to his disciples how to leave the body. And so Nirguna is, by his examples, showing so many devotees. There's many young people involved with the care. My own son is one of the caregivers, and we have the ISKCON youth are the leaders of most of the evening bhajans, and they're doing a wonderful job, and they're just seeing this very natural process of the body dying that all of us have to go through. And Nirguna is doing it with detachment, with surrender and humility. And I asked him the other day, are you getting much reciprocation from Krishna? And he said, yes, it's so blissful. At any rate, I feel honored to be able to render service to my dear friend Nirguna. And I'm just hoping that in the future that we can generate this type of facility for other vaishnavas that have given their life to pushing Prabhupada's movement. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.